All right, let's talk about cardio. For years, we've all been told the same thing, right? That to get real results, you gotta put in the time, long, grueling sessions on the treadmill. Well, today, we're gonna flip that idea completely on its head. We're gonna look at a method that promises to get you better results in way, way less time. So let's just ask the question outright. That hour you're slogging away on the treadmill, could it actually be a waste of your valuable time? I mean, seriously, what if you could get more out of your workouts, do it faster, and get 45 minutes of your life back every single time you hit the gym? The answer, it's all about working smarter, not harder. We're talking about a 15-minute HIIT workout that's high-intensity interval training done on an incline treadmill. It sounds simple, I know, but this thing is an absolute powerhouse, and it's backed by some really cool science. So let's break it down. So, what's the magic here? Well, it really comes down to two key ingredients that work together to make this workout so incredibly effective. You've got the incline and you've got the intensity. Let's talk about the incline first. Think about it. When you're on a flat surface, you're just moving forward. But the second you crank up that incline, you're not just moving forward anymore. You're fighting gravity. And to do that, your body has to call in the big guns. Your glutes, your hamstrings, your calves, all those powerful muscles have to fire up just to push you uphill. It completely changes the exercise. And get this, the impact is huge. Just adding a pretty modest 5% incline can jack up your calorie burn by over 50% compared to doing the same speed on a flat surface. I mean, that is a total game changer for efficiency. Okay, so that's the incline. The other piece of the puzzle is the intensity. When you push yourself really, really hard, even for a short time, you create what's called an oxygen debt. Basically, your body has to work overtime after you've stopped to recover. This whole process has a fancy name, EPOC, but you probably know it as the afterburn effect. It's like your metabolism gets a bonus shift long after you've hit the showers. So how long does this bonus last? Well, that's the amazing part. With steady, regular cardio, you might get a little metabolic bump for an hour or two. But with HIIT, that afterburn can keep your body burning extra calories for 12, even up to 24 hours later. Yeah, for a whole day. And listen, it's not just about burning calories either. This kind of workout does incredible things for your heart. You're actually making the heart muscle stronger. It learns to pump more blood with every single beat, which is amazing. And over time, that lowers your resting heart rate and seriously boosts your VO2 max, which is basically the gold standard for measuring your cardiovascular fitness. Okay, so the science is pretty clear, right? But how does this all look in the real world? Let's put it to the test and do a direct comparison. Our 15-minute power workout versus that classic 60-minute jog. We'll call it the old way versus the smart way. In one corner, you've got your standard hour-long run. And in the other, you have our super efficient 15-minute high-intensity incline workout. Now, at first glance, you might think, well, the long run burns more total calories. And yeah, during the workout itself, that can be true. But look closer. Check out that calories per minute column. That's where the real story is. The HIIT workout is burning calories at more than double the rate. It's all about the density, how much work you're packing into each minute. And this chart just makes it painfully obvious, doesn't it? When you compare them side by side, it's not even a competition. You are getting so much more bang for your buck, metabolically speaking, with every single second you spend on that incline. All right, so the science makes sense. The numbers don't lie. What now? Let's stop talking theory and turn this into a real practical plan that you can literally take with you to the gym today. So here we go. This is the blueprint for your 15-minute power workout. It's super simple, broken down into 3 parts: a warm-up, the main workout, and then a cool-down. First things first, the warm-up. And please do not skip this part. You're just gonna walk for 2 minutes at 0 incline, just to get your body moving. Then, for that 3rd minute, bump the incline up just a little bit. This is so important. It's like a wake-up call for your glutes and hamstrings, telling them they're about to go to work. Do a few leg swings, circle your ankles, and you're good to go. All right, this is the main event. All you're doing is 6 rounds of this cycle. For 30 seconds, you go for it. High speed, a steep incline. You should be working so hard you can't really talk. Then, as soon as that 30 seconds is up, you slow it down for a 90-second recovery walk. But here's the key. You don't drop the incline all the way down. You keep a little bit of an angle to make sure it's an active recovery. And just like the warm-up, the cool-down is non-negotiable. If you just hop off the treadmill after going that hard, you can get super dizzy. So you're going to walk for at least 3 minutes, real slow, letting your heart rate come back down to earth nice and gradually. Once you see it dip below 100, then it's a great time to do some nice long stretches for your calves, hamstrings, and glutes. Okay, so obviously, the huge win here is all the time you're saving. But honestly, the payoff goes way beyond just getting out of the gym faster. There's more to it. We kind of mentioned this before, but it's such an important point, I want to hit it again. This isn't just cardio. When you're pushing yourself up that incline, you're basically doing resistance training. You're not just melting fat, you're actually building a stronger, more powerful lower body. And the numbers here are just, wow. Studies have shown that running on an incline can fire up your glute muscles by over 300% more than running on a flat surface. Think about that. You are literally building and shaping your posterior chain while getting an amazing cardio workout. And at the end of the day, all of this comes back to the single most important thing in fitness, and that's consistency. It's just so much easier to squeeze a 15-minute workout into a busy day, right? It breaks down that mental barrier of, I don't have time. Less friction means fewer excuses, which means you'll actually do it. And that's where the real magic happens. There's a saying that really hits the nail on the head here. That perfect 2-hour gym session you only manage to do once in a blue moon, it's pretty much useless. But a solid 15-minute workout that you can stick with week after week, that will absolutely change your body and your health. This workout is designed for real life. So let's wrap this up. The big idea here is that you're not just saving time. You're actually getting superior results, and you're getting a huge piece of your day back. So that really only leaves one final question for you. What are you going to do with all that extra time?